All right, welcome everybody to this hot take with Alex Brill. I'm really excited for this. So just a little bit of background. Couple months ago in a HubSpot admin event, navigation, the chat came alive talking about the conversations inbox. So Anthony Shanuda, a product manager at HubSpot, was talking about how we're thinking about redesigning the navigation. And for whatever reason, the placement of inbox became a really hot debate in the chat. And people started talking about like, nah, I don't like the inbox. And Alex showed up and said, yeah, I used to not love the inbox, but now I understand it and I've adopted it. And I think it's a great tool, and started really championing the inbox while other people in the chat were unconvinced. And so I connected with Alex afterward and said, I think we should do a hug on this. You clearly have strong opinions on the value of this tool, and others don't seem to see that value, and some are actively detractors of the conversations inbox. So now today, Alex is here to convince you all that the inbox is underrated, that it's actually a really valuable tool and you should adopt it and love it and use it. So I'm going to turn it over to Alex in just a minute, but I'm really excited to try this format out. I love that Alex is just a member of this hug who has opinions. And I assume of the 68 of you in the room right now also have opinions on things in HubSpot. And if you want to share them in a format like this, I'd love to hear them, as long as they're positive. If your hot take is like, HubSpot is actually terrible and we should all move to Salesforce, I probably won't run a hug on that. But if there is some tool in HubSpot you think deserves some love that you'd like to advocate for, I would love to give you the space to do that. So anyway, that's what's happening here. I appreciate you all being part of this sort of experiment. And Alex, I really appreciate you taking the time to prepare this. And I'll let you take it from here.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. Thanks for having us, because this is a great opportunity to share and discuss with all of these fellow HubSpot users on how to implement the conversation inbox. Because, yeah, first of all, the conversation inbox, just like you said, was something that I didn't discover for a long time. But during my time as a HubSpot admin, many people came and say, okay, how can we use like group emails or forms and tickets? And there are a lot of things that you connect to the inbox and which would help. So let me share my screen. That will help on introducing it. So everyone can share, you can see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yep, now we can.
Yeah, great. So yeah, I'm very excited about talking this topic, this particular functionality in HubSpot, because it's ever expanding. Every now and then there's a new update. So not for a long time now, WhatsApp is also a new feature in it. I don't know if many people of you already tried it. I started exploring it, and so when preparing this hug, the WhatsApp feature was added to it, and I thought, let's bring it in also.
Love it.
Yeah, I think a lot of you will be very excited about this also. So maybe if some of you are already using inboxes, maybe some not yet. And hopefully after this hug, many of you will start using it to be even more accessible to your audiences. So before starting, let me introduce myself. My name is Alex Brill. And I'm a HubSpot consultant at QX. We're a HubSpot Diamond partner in the Netherlands. And each day I listen, plan, and build custom-made solutions in all kinds of portals for clients in every industry. And connecting with and understanding people is one of my personal and professional goals in life. So therefore, I hope by the end of this hug, I have a better understanding of who you are in the chat and why you came to tune in for this hug today. So don't hesitate to share ideas in the chat, because just like you, I'm a HubSpot user and I'm an admin also. So I don't know everything, but together I think we can share ideas and get to new ways of using functionalities in HubSpot. So please share in chat. Yeah, and just like Kyle already explained, why this hug on the inbox? It's the first one that is really it was a spontaneous one, like I already said. So for me, this started out at the hug about the new navigation last year, hosted by Anthony Shinoda and Kyle. And maybe if some of you were also there as well. So someone in the chat mentioned that they didn't understand why the inbox navigation button was at the top, as you can see, the first navigation button. And people were like, yeah, why? I don't use it. And at first I recognized these people were like the old me. Since I wasn't a fan at first either, I didn't see the potential and didn't investigate further. But as we got more requests by companies to be more accessible to their customers, I found this tool could do more than I expected at first. So during the HUG, I was working on a project for one of our customers where we were implementing the conversations inbox to be used by all of their team, marketing, sales, service, within all of their hubs. And since their HubSpot launch, this tool forms the core of their new way of working. So for a lot of them, the inbox is their account's default homepage. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but yeah, it can be if you use it in the correct way, I guess. So because of its seamless integration and connect to all objects within your portal, you can easily follow up on contacts with the same interface. So you have this inbox on the left side, and on the right side, you have all these objects that you can place with properties. So you can make someone a target account, and then the company will be filled in. You can create a new deal, and all within the same chat. So you can communicate with people, start a conversation, connect someone from your own team to that conversation, and then follow up on it within the same interface. And I think that's a great opportunity within HubSpot. So yeah, back to the new navigation hug. The comment on the inbox as the main navigation made me and others respond in the chat. And a new hug was born. Like on the right side, I made a screenshot because I thought, yeah, this is something unique.
I love that you have a screenshot of this.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, I should share this. So, at first I thought, okay, why is the concept of inbox something that people underrate? And for me, I think it could sound like a passive and not a proactive and engaging enough, because inbox, it has some kind of connotation. So I think inbox is a concept with a strong connotation in people's mind, because it's about incoming email mostly. Like if you search for inbox online, it says an electronic folder in which emails received by an individual are held. And if you receive something, it doesn't really, it's just receiving. And in your email client, for example, you have an inbox, but also you have an outbox of outgoing mail. So just like your email client, the full concept of HubSpot's functionality is more about two-way conversation than just incoming messages. It's a big step, of course, the incoming messages, but getting them out and getting a conversation starter is way more important. So first things first, inbox, I think, should be called something more like a conversation box, a talk, especially in informal one, between two or more people in which news and ideas are exchanged. I think that's a way better way of describing it. So, and this hug, therefore, is about the basic of understanding of how the conversations box, as I would like to call it, is working together with all the other functionalities. And it's the best thing about it is it's all for free. It's like in every product and plan, you can use this inbox. Some of the details in it are you can use only if you have a specific kind of license, but most of it is just for all products and plans. So since it's available to everyone, who are using it and for what purposes? I'm very curious on how people in chat use it. So maybe some of you can.
Yeah, I'd love to hear. Are you just way into the chat? Maybe yes, you or how about we need like a 3-point scale. 0 is you're not using it at all. 1 is you use it a little bit, but could probably be optimized. Is all in on inbox. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we got a good spread.
It started out with zeros, but now it's like the ones and the twos are coming. So
I saw a 3 in there somewhere. Someone is
that's a super user. That's a super user.
Cool. All
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
great, great. So the goal of today is not to discuss with you all of the advanced technicalities, but explore the possibilities of this great tool that is right there in the chat for us to use. So the basic principles I'm about to show you can be attached to your existing configurations, and you can then make them more advanced along the way, of course. I hope you share your thoughts via chat during this hour, or we could keep in contact afterwards to learn more from each other. So if there's nothing in chat right now, I think we should just start on the inbox and take a look on how to use it even better. So for people that filled in the 0, that don't use the inbox, I think we should start on where the inbox is in HubSpot. So many people think that if you are in the main navigation, you have contacts, and then later on you have marketing, sales, service, some automation, and reports, and they forget about the conversations tab. So if you're looking for the inbox, go to the conversations tab and click on it, inbox. It is such a powerful tool because it gives you the possibility to start that conversation. Like you can have on a contact level, you can start some conversation also, but not in the way as it is in the inbox. And it allows team members to work more easy together and more conveniently together. So incoming messages can be responded immediately and be forwarded to colleagues. And by default, every portal has just one inbox called, you guessed it, inbox, and it's not connected to any channels. So that's the first thing about the inbox. A very special one is that you need to connect channels. An inbox without connected channels is like a contact record without an email address or phone number. You have very little to start a good conversation. For an inbox to start working, you need at least one of the following channels to make the inbox start working for you. So here are the channels. It's chat, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, team email, and forms. And WhatsApp is the new feature in this row of channels. So every one of these channels has their own strengths and weaknesses. Some of them are HubSpot native, and some of them are external integrations like Facebook and WhatsApp. But if you connect them, some of them will need some extra explanation, and I will give it to you. So a chat contains a widget on the website, which you can customize from within HubSpot itself. You can use bots and combine them with live chat for optimal results. Facebook Messenger is one of the biggest conversation apps, of course, around, and it can be embedded in the HubSpot inbox. So it's just like in the interface, you can really start using it from within HubSpot. You don't have to go to Facebook and go over there to chat. No, it's just in the inbox itself. And it has the same look and feel like a chat or WhatsApp or a team email or a form. You can switch from one channel to another, from inbox to inbox. It's really helpful to use that. And it has the same interface like the chat that is embedded on the website. You can also use the same tools to make a chat bot and then afterwards go to live chat within the Facebook Messenger. That's a big feature, I guess. A well-known app that is new is the WhatsApp. This is the only one in this list that where you need some additional license. So the marketing or service professional or enterprise license to connect it to. You just can connect to your WhatsApp business account, and within a few steps you can connect it, and people can send in messages that get into your inbox. Then you have team email. You can just connect any of the team emails, sales, info@mycompany.com, or connect some of your forms. And there are two kind of forms that you can connect to, just the normal ones, or you can also connect it to tickets. Now, after connecting these channels, some will open up additional possibilities in workflows. So if you connect WhatsApp, then within workflows later on, you can also send information to your contacts. And that's also a good thing to, don't forget to check that out whenever discovering these channels, because sometimes within workflows, trigger actions will pop up that you didn't even thought of. So these channels have some requirements for success. And among others, I think, especially for things in live chat, because that's what I like the most about this inbox, is you have to make some requirements on how to use it. So what would you expect when you are communicating in the role of a customer? What do you expect when you're using live chat to ask additional information on a product, for example? You want immediate response or within some seconds, because that is why you start a live chat, or else you would just send a form or an email. So when choosing these channels and the people in your team that can communicate by them or through them, you have to figure a way out that works best for you and your company. So it can be easy, understandable, and everywhere accessible if you use it that way. It's fast, quick, and even real time if you use it that way. So when choosing the channels, think of how can we use it and how can we make most optimal way of working with it. Also for our customers, how should a customer perceive this? So I think this can be the most impactful, efficient, and effective tool there is. And by using it, it gives you a lot of opportunities. So, for example, when you have this live chat functionality, before people can start a live chat with you, you can initiate cookie tracking. So before people can start a live chat, they have to agree on the cookies. That's something you can choose by yourself, of course, but that's a first gainer in saying, okay, now we can have the page views monitored, or we can initiate GDPR compliance. Those are things that you can start by asking your audience on the other side. But even you can view, create, edit associated contact records, redirect to knowledge base articles, customer support, the portal is there, meeting links, anything that can be used in this widget, and especially within the live chat. I guess that's the thing I'm the most fan of, I guess. So when using these, in every stage of your life cycle, you can use the opportunities within the inbox to start communicating with your clients. So in the marketing stage, I guess, from unknown visitors, generating leads and nurturing them until follow up by making them a subscriber, lead, marketing qualified lead by lead scoring. So while chatting with someone, you can use, for example, a chatbot to ask for certain questions, like what industry are you in? If someone answers an industry that is compelling to you as a company, you can make them a target account. People can have some additional forms they could download or submit, which gives them an extra lead scoring. So this way, if you use it the right way, you can generate these leads, and when you think they're up to the sales team to follow up on them, you can pass them over from within different inboxes or in the same inbox, or you could change inboxes. That's all up to you. I will show you later on some possibilities. So sales qualification, what I see with clients is that they have like sales at email address that they connect to the channel, to the inbox, and that they start checking on what kind of customer it is. And so person A or person B or colleague A or colleague B will start to communicate with them, and they pass it on to someone else if that's necessary. They create a deal. While they have a live chat, they also have a meeting link that they can send because it's on top of their live chat. It's all embedded in there. And if someone becomes a customer, you can also use the Service Hub to start making a customer into an evangelist by giving the best possible service to them with forms, with tickets connected to them, because it's a seamlessly integration with the ticket system as well. So I would like to start with the chat as an example. So if we have the chat over here, I created this company called We Are Focus, and this is an excerpt of their website. And on the right side, you can see there's a chat widget embedded. So if you go to the chat, if you create a chat, there's an extra option underneath the Conversations tab, and it's called Chat Flow. It's the same as the snippet and the template, but the Chat Flow is really an extra feature for live chat or Facebook Messenger. You can have different kind of options to start implementing. So you have the live chat with extra possibilities to embed, but there's also all these chatbots. So if you're not if you want to first qualify any of your leads that come in, unknown visitors, then you can ask some questions. And afterwards, after they've answered some of these questions, you can just start by thinking of who is the best person to start this chat with. Is it something from marketing? Is it already a person we know? And then from there on, you can just start the live chat. And as you can see, it says, I agree. So first, people need to, collect their privacy policy, their cookie to start implementing it. There's also this extra option. For example, got any questions? I would like to know more about your products and services. And there's an extra feature that says, okay, don't have time to wait for a response. Please enter your email address so we can get in contact you later if that's a possibility. If not, then we would just answer in a few seconds. And the best thing is that in this interface, you can see, send me your newsletter for new inspiration. So there's a lot of opportunities to get some extra information and to start qualifying your leads. So I don't know if many people in the chat are using these kind of features. Please share it with us. An extra possibility is, for example, to have a live chat, but with an extra option to search articles in your knowledge base. So before people start chatting with you, they can just search through articles that are in your knowledge base, especially when you want them to figure out, they don't want to wait, but they think, okay, how can I get a solution for my challenge? Let's search this article before I start chatting. There's all these kinds of different things to attend. And last but not least, there are a lot of bots that you can use. Personally, I like the qualifying leads bot. So, for example, this is one of the options. At first, I start with we are focused with a chatbot, not with the person that is connected to it. And we start with some options. So as you can see, it's marketing, sales, and service all in one. Show me your downloads, what webinars to watch, really marketing filled options. Tell me about your products. I like to book a demo, then we can have the meeting tool involved. And this is all custom made. So you can just click whatever you want and have some additional options that you can choose from. Customer support, please, or other, I need some other information. Let me get to chat at first. So, for example, you have show me your downloads. Here's a list of things that you could do that are interesting to you, a white paper or ebook that you can download. So within this little widget, there's already some kind of packed together website. People don't have to click around, but you can just start from here with, oh, I need a white paper or an ebook to download. Let's click on it. So what email address should I send the download to? It's really easy to start with something like this. And you already have an email address. People click on it, and you have an email address already in the system, and you can start communicating with them. Later on, I will show you how it will look whenever one of these incoming messages will come into the channel. Or, for example, you say, tell me about your products. To help you the best I can, I need some additional information. What role do you have in your company? Directing, managing, operations, administration, etc. So you can fill whatever you want in this spot with qualifying questions, meeting tools that you want to add, etc. You can do whatever you want. It's really up to you how you want to use the chat. And I think you should decide on yourself how your audiences react to it, but that is something that you can play with and start trying. So if you say, okay, I now know what your role is, I think this product could fit, you see that product. If you click on it, you stay on the same widget, but the page on the other side just opens. So you're still in the chatbot, but you're already scrolling on the website. So those are things that are really embedded into the widget. And I can also connect someone to you for the extra feature of, yes, please let me have a live chat or show me more options. So you can play with it. And last but not least, for a chat, a small opportunity is customer support, please. And you can choose to, for example, submit a ticket or speak to someone. So if I click on speak to someone, you can connect one of your visitors to a team or a specific person, and you can all route it the way you want it to. So, for example, this is Hocus Pocus from Focus. He's one of the service managers, and he will help you out if you ask something on the customer support. So this is just one of the options. And at the end, I think it's gone, but there was an extra slide because if you end this conversation, there's, for example, an option to always ask to send the chat transcript of everything you've spoken about. Or that you can also ask for, how did you feel about this conversation? Did you like it? Did you learn something from it? So there are a lot of options to just use in this very chat window. And that's what I really like about the chat. I think you should just try, go through it and have a look. I will later on show you, if we have time, to show you something about it. So that's the chat. And Facebook Messenger is almost the same. It's, if you start chatting on the right side in Facebook Messenger, we have the same options. So also with the chat flows, we can use the same thing, instant reply, or use a concierge bot or a meeting bot to fill in some things. So the same possibilities also over here. I think that's great. You should just try it. Then the new feature, WhatsApp. If you have WhatsApp and someone asks you something, it's just it gets into your inbox, and I will show you later on how it will look. So then we have team email. It's just easy. You have 3 kinds of email, or 2 kinds that are really basic. So Gmail and Microsoft Outlook. But you can also add other email accounts over here. So they will get in the server, and you can choose who's going to be the conversation owner. You can also choose, if it's not a conversation owner, we can also choose a contact owner. So if the person is already in your system and has a contact owner, then immediately that person receives a notification by email, by bell, the internal notification on HubSpot itself, just on, so you can directly get in contact with people they already know, if that's something you would like. And last but not least, forms, and especially forms, I think are, for me, they're very valuable in the Service Hub. Because you can make tickets that are in sync with your conversation. And you can ask additional questions on services, and I will show you later on. So there's a customer care, for example, and you can have some additional fields that will be there. So those are the 5 options. And for this, especially for this hug, I've created some a dummy portal for We Are Focus with the team Chat with Me, Add Value, and Hocus Focus. Those are the 3 boxes that I've created. Marketing, chat. So all incoming chat start with chat with me. From here on, he will qualify if people are needed to go to Add Value or maybe to Hocus Focus service. You can also, like I said, if there's a contact owner that's already connected, then you can get it to that person. So this is an excerpt of that first one. Let me show you over here. So now we're in this HubSpot portal, and I just went to Conversations and Inbox. There's a lot already getting in. So now I'm in this HubSpot or in this inbox. I have 3 added to them. I can see someone in the chat saying, "Are you still showing something on the screen? It seems to be stuck." Oh no, see the slide.
I'm seeing it. Yeah, the webinar platform is not. Okay, great.
Yeah, I think it
works. A little
works.
slow.
Yeah, I think it works. That's great. So if you go to conversation inbox, the first time you can choose whatever inbox you want to add. So at first you start with just one inbox. You can rename it, create a new one. And for this purpose, I've created 3 of them, marketing chat. And here you can see all the channels I've connected. So you can connect one live chat, and you can edit it over here. You can see these are all active. I've added connect with focus at gmail.com. This is one of the group things. So I've added all of these into one inbox. If people communicate through it, it gets immediately assigned to chat, and chat will just figure some things out on who to connect them to. So for example, if I click on chat, here you have some extra options. You can say HubSpot branding is on. I want it on the left or the right side. I want to automatically send this chat transcript at the end of a chat. It's sent from this email address. You can choose. You can also say, no, I want it from this one. Save. Availability, it's always there. Chat is 24/7 or is based on a member status if someone is there active. And there's this extra tracking code. So that's for chat, for example. As you can see, maybe it's good to show you, if I go to manage workflow or chat flows, I'm in this one, chat flow, and I have 2. This is the one I just showed you from earlier on. And you can just have a look around. Like, start. There's all these building blocks that you can use. Add someone to a static list, send to a team member, book a meeting, enroll in a workflow, even trigger a webhook or run a snippet code. So there are a lot of opportunities to use it. It's fully embedded in this feature. So over here you also have this Facebook. If I go to the inbox, back to the inbox, and I go to the inbox settings, you can also add SLAs to them. And the SLA is part of this specific inbox. So if you add SLAs, so you say, okay, I need to first reply within a couple of hours, or I need time to close something, and I have it with my customers that they need to have it in this time then you can add it over here. For marketing and chat, I don't think it's very useful, not in the way I use it, but for service, it's really a good one to use, because you can just, people just have to give them the service to your customers that you want to give, like you should do yourself. You have WhatsApp, Facebook, and some formal ones. I also have this sales. In this case, I just have sell with focus. If I click on it, edit, I can say, okay, if someone sends an email with sell with focus, it will always be an agent and a company name, or just a company name. And you can choose what is the name that will be used. And also you can use team signature, HTML, if you want some extra formatting around it. And also this is leave without saving. Automation, this is on every channel. So if you choose a channel and click on it, it says automation, automatically assign a conversation. And in this case, I put it on, set it on, and I say assign to a specific team or a user. In this case, it's add value because it's for sales. But you can also choose a team to add it to. And this is an extra option for incoming conversation as support tickets, which I have for the service. So as you can see, if I now go to the service inbox, I had these SLAs on. Sometimes it's a little bit, now it's there. And I have these channels, and those are connected to some additional features. So if I go to edit and I go to automation, you can see these are support tickets that are automatically created, and they inherit their conversation owner. They will be on a service pipeline on ticket status new. And I can set whatever I want to it. So I can say, this is a category. If someone gets in, and what is the category, you have some options. So you can fully customize it the way you want to. And also, of course, with everything, it's access. You can say, okay, available to everyone. So these are just the building blocks in the backend that you can use for marketing, chat, sales, service. You can choose whatever you want, of course.
So Alex, I can hop in here. We got a question from Kenneth. So you just showed how when a conversation comes in and a ticket is created, you can have it inherit the conversation owner.
Yeah.
Kenneth is asking if there's a way to go the opposite direction, where if like a ticket is created by a workflow or some other process, if a conversation can be created with the owner. I think, Kenneth, if I got that right.
By default, if you said, I'm trying to figure out on tickets. So he wants to know if a ticket owner will be the same as the conversation. Yeah, there's a thing in HubSpot that we had with a customer as well, was if you change the conversation owner, the ticket owner will change automatically with it. But it's not the same if you change the ticket owner, not the conversation owner will change with it. That's something to take in mind when creating it. Because normally you would think, okay, I will start with a ticket, or I will go to a ticket and there change some things. But no, that's why I think the inbox is something you should use in this case, because it only works the way that if you change the conversation owner, the ticket will change with it. So that's the way it works. Yeah, it works both ways. Yeah, Laurie, I thought the same, but I think there are some prohibitions about it, that some logic around it, but I think there could be something in it. So let's share this idea and put it in the ideas forum, of course.
Yeah, actually, I just dropped my email address in here. If this is a thing many of you want, send me an email, and I'm happy to the product team. I had a conversation with a product team person recently who was explaining to me how they're rethinking some of the interactions between conversations and tickets, and I didn't really understand it because this is not an area of HubSpot I'm very strong in. But
Yeah.
it sounds like several of you are, and you know what you want, and often that is helpful to the product team. So send me an email about this, and I'll see if I can connect you to someone on product. That offers to you too, Alex, if you would like to join the conversation.
Yeah, great. So I've connected some of these channels, as you could see, to the inboxes, and I will try to show you some of the things that in the backend a user will see, and how they can go from marketing to sales to service with all these kinds of things within the 20 minutes we have, because I have so many things that I would like to discuss, and I'm just going from here to there to just show you what all these things are. But yeah, I will just show you some of the possibilities. So here I'm on this website, we are focused, this chat pops up, I have this this download that I can do, but I say, okay, I agree, I want to chat. In this case, I also implicitly said that I will now get my personal information in the system. So I said hi, and chat will get an information, or get a prompt. So I go to chat, I go to his inbox, and he will now get this notification. Hey, new live chat conversation from an unknown person. So this is the unknown person. Don't have time to wait for a response, please leave a message. So maybe in the meantime, I did alex@qx.tech. Oh, please, yeah, send me your newsletter for new inspiration. No problem. So I think that would help me, because I'm looking for a solution for my company, and in the meantime, I wait for chat to start the discussion. So now this email is now my email is already filled in on the right side. As you can see, there are a lot of objects that you can already use on the right side. So on company level, you just have the association card, but on this level, about this contact, that's the first section that you will see. So from here on, I can chat with him. I can say, hi, Alex, how are you today? And it's instantly, I will have this chat, and I will say, oh yeah, great, how are you? How are you? I need some information on your products. Can you share them with me? I can add extra information if I want. So from here on, add this information. From here, now I can also ask additional questions. So in this case, I will know it's Alex Brill. I know him. He has a phone number. If I now add this phone number, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's an actual option to now call this person. And because I've got his email, I don't only have the option to chat with him, I can also start emailing him. So that is a great option that comes with this live chat tool, now I have additional options to start chatting with them. And I can just go on the right side and think, okay, is this a target account? I can ask him if he's in some kind of industry. Yeah, it's true. This is a target account. I think this would be someone that he wants some information on our product. So maybe we could put it forward to someone else. Great. I have a lead status. I can just fill in all of these properties to have a better understanding of who this person is. And you can ask them, or you can use the chatbot. And this is just a first conversation starter, of course. But if I now use WhatsApp to have this additional information, I can say, hi, I need information, or this started, hi, I need information, please. You can see all of these things come in. They're not connected at this moment in time, but I can now know, if I know, I can associate a contact. And I just can continue with WhatsApping, chatting, etc., while using these functionalities within HubSpot on the right side. So I can say, okay, this is Alex. I know it's Alex at qx.tech, save, and it's just there. It's so easy. You can use it while you were chatting, or while you were saying, okay, I will use an email, I will call someone. I can all add it on the right side. So, for example, I would ask for someone to get someone from sales. I would now say, okay, I think this is the time that my marketing qualified lead. I think he will be he will be qualified. So let's put him to sales qualified lead. I can over here move this to trash or close the conversation, or move it to another inbox. And this is something you just described, Kyle, earlier on.
Yeah.
Earlier on, you can choose the inbox, and you can choose any of the inboxes. And in the past, you would always have the conversation assigned to no one. And then later on, you have to go to the inbox, go to the sales inbox, choose the conversation, choose a new owner. But with a new option, you can keep the current assignment, or I wanted to go and put them to add value. So I will add it. Let's do this one too, because I think this one is a nice one to show you something else. So specific user, add, move. Now it's over here in this second sales, all open. So over here, I have this conversation. What I can do now is comment on add, can you check out what Alex needs? We go to add, here's add, and he gets a comment from chat. Okay, yeah, let me check. Yes, of course. Go back to chat. Hi, Alex. Chat told me about you. What do you need? Get back to my chat. What you now have is that Ad took over the conversation. And the best thing is, because Ad has a meeting tool, I can go to the meeting tool. I can just go here, click some things, and go back to my conversation. So within this tool, it's just seamlessly from a marketing to sales. And what I can do also over here is that I have a company, but I can also create a deal. So if I go to the chat, I ask some things, and I can create a new deal with a deal type, new business. This is a very high priority, a next step, etc., etc. I can create a new deal from within the inbox. So on the right side, I already used the inbox interface to have new information on this contact, to have its company because it's at qx.tech. I can make him a life cycle or a target account if I want to. If I now refresh it, it's still here. And now I have this deal. I can also set it to closed one if I want to. If you do that, I don't know if I have it. Yeah, it's an opportunity. I hope it would go to customer, but now it could be a customer. So from within this same thing, I can go to tickets or get some extra information. Let's go to this one. So I've used a chat, I've used Facebook Messenger, I've used WhatsApp. I can also want to call. If I send this to add value, it will get into the inbox of add value. But we also have this customer care extra information that I can fill in. So if I now do it like this, and alex.qx.tech, I'm creating a ticket. This is ticket information. So issue, I say my issue is a product bug. My details are, don't know. Let's figure it out together. And we have file upload. We'll have this one, send. What will happen now is that the same conversation, no, I'm not saying it the right thing. It's not the same conversation. Go to service, I will get this thing, and it says product bug. So from now on the right side, there's also a ticket which is associated with it. And from here, I can see this information. I will say, hi, Alex. I saw your ticket and request. Could you give me some additional information on your bug? And I will email it. But if I say, okay, this is a priority high, if you have that on the form, you can also choose to call this person, of course. I will save it, I will send it, and it will just, from within this same flow, I can use all this information on the right side to just, create other tickets. If I say, okay, this ticket, I responded to it. I'm not sure if I have, no, I don't have the automatic ticket pipeline automation on it. But if I do it like this, here, ticket SLA soon, it will change to waiting on contact. And if you get receive a new email, it will be waiting on us, and you will have this on the left side. From here on, you can say, okay, these are the basic features you will see, but we also have an option to create different kind of views. So I create a view. I say, okay, what kind of view will this be? This is open tickets. I say, okay, I want ticket properties, and I will be ticket status will be any of on this pipeline, apply. And I want the conversation to be owner is any of myself, in this case, Hocus. Create view. Now all these tickets, it's creating it. You can just make your own view, and it's building it to have a better overview on all these things that you have to act on. So let's go to assign to me. We have this ticket. I can now click on this ticket and go to the ticket overview like you normally would. And all this information is over here. You can have a conversation also and get back to it. But from here, I can say, okay, the owner of the priority, all these are I say, if I should say it correctly, all these are ticket information. So these are just, a quick walkthrough on all of the options that you have with contacts, deals, tickets, with connected channels. And I hope, because I was a little bit from here to there, but I hope a lot of you see what is possible, and maybe you can share some of your ideas, or you see things that you use. And I'm very curious on people in chat how they can use it.
Yeah, Alex, this is one of the best HubSpot demos I've ever seen. I'm amazed the way you're juggling different users, and you've got WhatsApp and Messenger and like forms and emails. Like, I can't imagine how much setup work went into to preparing this demo for this session. I really appreciate it. I got totally absorbed in what you were saying and lost track of the chat. So I think there are questions here, but I was just, you had me captivated. So it'll take me a minute to scroll back through this. But if people have questions or thoughts for Alex, we have just a couple minutes left here. I'm going to try to catch up real quick. Also, before anyone leaves, I would love your feedback on this session. I've got a survey I just dropped into the chat. This is our first hot take. I feel like it's awesome. I would love to hear from you what you think of it. This survey is slightly modified from what I usually share. If you have a hot take you would like to share at the Admin Hug, give me your email address and I'll connect with you. I'd love to hear all about it. Yes, I'm also impressed that Alex did not lose his flow. That was a lot to juggle.
Yeah, and I'm even forgetting because that was something I wanted to try, but it's a little bit too much, I guess. But all this was just on desktop, and some of our clients, they have this this motto, and that is, I want to be on a vacation, on a holiday, and I want to lay in the sun with a mojito, have my mobile, and get some information from the conversation box. Just do things whatever in your mobile and just put it on the side. And it's also possible with the conversation inbox, because you just, like you can see, I can change the inbox, I can go to the ticket, I can, all the things that you just saw are also in here. So there's a lot to just, yeah, take in and try. So I hope after this hug, a lot of you will just try and configure your own inboxes, check things out, and yeah, and join the conversation on getting more out of it, because I think there's a lot in here. I will now stop sharing. I think that's that was a lot to take into.
Kyla is requesting that you come back for a second round and talk about reporting aspects of this.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Angela also says it's really interesting but way too short. Come back with part 2 later. So
yeah, I'm thankful I did it in 1 hour, because I was, yeah, I thought
it's a lot.
It's a lot, and it's a lot to progress for people in chat also. So I hope they will just, yeah.
Yeah. People are also wondering if they can get the slides. I will get those from you and send them out in my follow-up email. There is a recording. We are recording now. I will get that sent out later today too. Yeah. Alex, if people want to connect with you, if they want to talk with you afterward, what's your preferred channel?
Yeah, just connect to me on LinkedIn, and from there on we will just start a conversation, I guess. So yeah, I think that will be a good start, and people will have yeah, questions or maybe some ideas, and just share them with me, and from there on it will take flight.
Awesome. I am dropping your LinkedIn profile into the chat there.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for joining. And once again, dropping the survey in. If you have any feedback about this session or the Admin Hug in general, that's the place to send it to me. Alex, again, that was incredible. Thank you so much for all your preparation in that. I hope you won over some people. Do we have any inbox comments?
Yeah.
I don't expect anyone has created an inbox while the session was going, but if you do adopt this or start exploring it, let Alex know. I would love to find out that some people start using this tool because of this session. So I
hope so too. Hope I inspire people. So that's it. Yeah, thanks everyone in chat. Thank you, Kyle, for having me, and yeah, maybe until the next one.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, but I hope you all have a great Tuesday.
Same to you all. Thanks.
Bye.